Hi all, I'm Yasin Hadidi. I'm working as senior Android developer and I worked before Android tutor at Million R Coder. So this webcast will talk about support multiple screen. So this is our agenda. We'll talk about support multiple screen, which is one of fundamentals Android aspects, and any Android developer should have knowledge about support multiple screen if he decides to make app fit perfectly and smoothly in all devices, even if watches or mobile or TVs. And second, we will talk about fragments and why fragments and what's used for. And third, we'll talk about tablet mode. And last, we'll talk to Pane UI, which is tablet mode, and to Pane UI is a part of support multiple screen. Support multiple screen is let application to work fit and perfectly in all devices with different screen size orientations and resolutions. And I can refer to awesome documentation talking about supporting multiple screen density or resolution and devices. This documentation is powerful documentation talking about supporting multiple screen in Android widths and densities and how to support multiple screen, provide different layout for different screen sizes. So this documentation helpful to make a mobile fit perfectly in all devices. And fragments. Fragments is sub-activity and it contains separate UI and separate logic, and I can make it reusable for any activities by include separate logic and separate UI in and using fragment instead of adding logic directly to activity. We made fight our screen and sub-screen and implement each screen as a standalone fragment. Fragments are usable, and we will use fragment in tablet mode and mobile mode. So we'll make sample project talking about mobile mode and tablet mode. Let's start explain how to make a sample project. We will make a sample project to implement tablet mode or mobile mode and create two design perspective for your application, and one best for fit for mobile devices and other fit for tablet devices. And we will make a sample project talking about movie app, which is required for make tablet mode and mobile mode in first project in Nanodegree called movie app. And we will make two fragments. Fragment A is responsible for draw list of movies, and when I click in one movies, we navigate to fragment B. And fragment B, if in tablet mode, this will beside fragment A in one XML, and if in mobile mode, will navigate to separate UI or separate XML, and and fragment B is responsible for show details of item based in fragment A. So let's start in implementation. This is main activity, launcher activity, that content view responsible for draw XML, and draw XML responsible for decide decide to tablet mode or mobile mode. And I I make one XML for mobile mode and other for tablet mode. This for mobile mode, and it contain single pane and or one frame layout responsible for drawing list of movies. And I make it also for support tablet mode and include two frame layout, one for draw list of movies and second for draw the description braced item from fragment 1 to fragment in one view. This for tablet mode. And how make other XML. This XML, I can press to this icon and create others and select smallest screen width and detect what is smallest screen width is 600, and from 600 width to more than 600 is will support tablet mode and will affiliate to this XML, which is include two frame layout, one for list of movies and second for show details about breast icon or breast item. So this host activity contain two fragments, and I decide in tablet mode or mobile mode by implement this method. This method is return boolean, and decide to if in tablet mode I will draw two fragments, one for list of movies and other for description for item based in movies grid, and else if in mobile mode I will navigate and to show two movies grid list of movies. This we will talk about it. And movies grid for first fragment, movies grid responsible for draw list of movies, and this implement important interface to avoid loosely coupled from components and make each component separately has its logic separately from others component, and also I can make it reusable for any activities. So I implement this interface. This interface include navigate to, which is take parameter object of movies to navigate to proper component, which is in tablet mode to navigate to other fragment, or in mobile mode, which is will navigate to another activity. So I make this object from this interface and makes it method, and when I click in uh, item in movie list of movies, this method of interface will call and will navigate to host activity, which is main activity. This implement interface and override methods, and this method is responsible and decide to take two action. If in tablet mode, will navigate to other fragment, or in mobile mode will navigate another activity. This is very best best implementation to avoid loosely coupled from two fragments, movies grid fragments, and this tails frag and tails fragment will draw the description of item breast. If I run in mobile mode, I make two fragments in a single activity, show in single UI, or if in run in mobile mode, I click in list of items and will navigate to host activity and will navigate to this method, and this method will decide if in mobile mode we navigate another activity, which is details movies. So let's summarize about how to make mobile mode or tablet mode. This main activity is launcher activity, contain XML, and XML we make two XML, one for mobile mode and one other for tablet mode. And the mobile mode include a single frame layout or single activity responsible for the list of movies, and for tablet mode will include two frame layouts, one for list of movies and second for description fragment or description item of first fragment. So this host activity implement is tablet, and if is tablet will show two fragments, one for list of movies and second row for details. And if in mobile mode will show single fragment responsible for list of fragments. And if I know if I inside this fragment and I click in one item of list, I make this interface to navigate to host activity. This interface responsible to take object clickable to host activity, and the host activity implements the navigate to interface and override this method, and then decide to navigate to mobile mode or tablet mode. That's it. And easier implementation to implement mobile mode or tablet mode. This project to I upload to with this video, and I can see feedback about this implementation. And thanks for this implementation, and thanks.